Welcome to Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field and home to the Northwestern Wildcats, where it will be a sea of purple as the fans are more than ready for this one. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a squad from the American, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will take the field first. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long one. He has incredible vision. He can cut. And it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. On the move, it's Porter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to stop the run game, get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly. And touchdown, Northwestern! A great catch and run for 6. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery, and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
To the ground with the back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Golden Gophers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man, it's Stone. Fires left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's reeled in. It's Porter. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give on the option. There he goes. Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls and fires complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Northwestern right back to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Back to throw. It's Stone. Looking to the big tight end. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. And the Wildcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, men love to get a drive going here. They want to run it left here. Spins away from the defense. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Minnesota has been perfect in bowl games under P.J. Fleck. Now the challenge, row that boat into deeper postseason waters.
But this is a guy who's very tenured in an era of college football where there's so much turmoil and turnover.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Complete downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Golden Gophers are flying down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Stone. Here's a heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Kick is in the air. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Taylor has it. Wide open spaces. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Houston endured a hostile crowd, and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Clutch City, and the Cougs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking to pass. It's Stone. Catch in the middle. It's Albright. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
To the air on second down. Under fire. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bought a little time, lets it go. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Return goes out of bounds.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Gives it on the option. Fighting off the defender. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now on third down for this offense.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that second to the ground.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Stone. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. It's a seam wide open. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Stone. That one comes out hot down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Northwestern will send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They're trying to slam it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something open. And maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Absolutely. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lets it fly. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Pocket breaking down. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. He makes a catch. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Covey. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Minnesota! Defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Stone. Here comes the heat. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference, defense.
So the PI penalty cost the defense 15 and a fresh first down for the O. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points.
Looking for more room. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give is to Taylor. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? He might want another play. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He unleashes a long one. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for a man. It's Stone. He'll take another shot here. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing.
first play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on first down. He turns that loose down the right side.
The defense is in great position right now. A huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Wants to fire on second down. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Motion from the back. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Here's the handoff. Nice move to keep running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Golden Gophers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Rushes on him. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And the beatdown has ensued.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Under fire. Flips it out on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Give to the running back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
He's loose. Plows through the defense. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the Tigers and Jayhawks just can't get along, and thankfully we have a winner in the border war between Kansas and Missouri. Kansas stopped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Lawrence. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He fires one deep over the middle. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Taking it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Jukes his way for more.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Lindsey. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You know, this is a very well-rounded defensive line. They play this 4-3 scheme. They've got guys up front that keep their gap integrity against the run, but they can also win one-on-one against the pass. And you just saw the speed off the edge by that DN.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
They boot it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Got it in the middle. It's Tracy. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. He'll do it himself. Goes out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Finds the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Man, these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the throw.
He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. The kick is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And the Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. Turning on the Jets. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and they must take care of the football. Backs against the wall, and they'll let it fly again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the 1st down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Buffalo has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up by 23 over the Judicials. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air. It's great. Here's the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes a connection. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Just keep slinging it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic.
Continues to fight for yards. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their team.
Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Here we go. To the air. It's great. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays. But man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He slides that just inside the right upright. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
Number 79, set to kick this one away.
And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. They go to the counter. Hard running there. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Golden Gophers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that 1st down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The Golden Gophers have this offense rolling. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Using his legs, it's Turner. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. The RPO, it's complete. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Gray. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.